Hey, so, I'm not gonna lie to you. There's no reason for me to. Kokomi sucks. Kokomi might be one of the worst characters we've ever gotten. And that sucks to say. That really sucks to say because she is also one of the most unique characters. The whole thing about Kokomi is that she can't crit. She has minus 100% crit rate. So logically, you would think that because she's not going to be able to be like a viable DPS without being able to crit, that all of her other moves, base damage, are going to be increased to compensate for that fact. Well, miHoYo didn't think that was a good idea, I guess, because her damage is absolutely awful. Her basic attack damage is basically on par with a Barbara, and that is with her 5-star weapon. Her 5-star weapon is going to give her slightly more damage on her basic attacks based on her max HP. So even right now with that weapon, she does such poor damage. So if you were going to pull for Kokomi and you don't have that 5-star weapon, you're basically just using a 5-star Barbara. You basically paid to get Barbara. Now her skill, honestly, I kind of like a little bit. The fact that it applies Hydro on every single hit is nice in that sense. It's really similar to Mona, but it can heal, but you need to be within its radius to heal, and it's not like it heals your entire party. That unit needs to be within the radius for that to heal. So just from a healing perspective, that's really bad. It's like, yeah, I know that Bennett has that on his ult, and Iona has that on her ult, and this is on her skill. But if we're comparing that healing of a skill to like Barbara's skill, Barbara, you literally use it, and you swap over to another person. Wherever you are, that person is going to get healed, and it heals really nicely as well. It cannot apply Hydro as fast, I don't think. And also you have to be like right next to the enemy to apply Hydro. But Barbara's is just better. And then we move on to Kokomi's ult, which is going to be like the main part of her damage, because whenever she uses her ult, she's going to deal AoE damage on its own. Right now, in the test run, does like about 10k, which is very bad, but it does about 10k. And then when she uses that, she's going to convert some of her HP to damage on her normal and charge attacks. So then she's actually going to be able to do damage, but her damage is like 4k, 5k, maybe 6k without vaporizing. My DPS Barbara, I have used a DPS Barbara sometimes, unlike my Spiral Abyss guides, and she can hit exactly the same thing. So in what world does Kokomi have damage? Kokomi has to use her ult to use damage, and even then, her damage is not even that good. She is locked to her ult to do damage. Unless you have another Hydra unit on that team to be able to supplement her ult, she's not even going to have that often because she's not going to be on the field because her other damage is completely awful. She's not going to be on the field, so she's not going to be getting energy. And then whenever you want her to be able to use her ult, she's not going to have it unless you have another Hydra unit on the team. But then why even do that? Like your team comp is going to be 2 Hydro, 2 Electro? It would be so much better to just have the singular Hydro, the 2 Electro, and then a Animo character. But then that Hydro is not going to be Kokomi. It's like, yeah, every now and then you're going to see her like vaporize for like 16k, but once again, she can't crit, so what's the point? And also, no, we don't have any like Pyro unit that can apply Pyro fast enough to make her vaporize. The main point of her is going to be applying Hydro to enable like a Xiangling. So basically, she's going to be like a budget child, but a budget child that costs the exact same amount as child. So why would you not just summon for Child? Child is way faster, he attacks way faster, I think he applies Hydro faster as well. And he does insanely more damage. And he has AoE. Kokomi doesn't have AoE. Child does. So what is the point of Kokomi as a damage dealer? So then, okay, well she's a healer. Her ult, I was under the impression that her ult had like a burst heal. She does not have a burst heal. She does not have a burst heal like Jean, like Chi-Chi, like Barbara. The main thing being Barbara. I'm comparing her to a 4-star character and she's losing. She does not have a burst heal. So I knock everybody on my team to like low HP just to see how she can heal, right? Within the duration of her ult, she cannot even fully heal the team. She has to spend 10 seconds on the field to be able to heal everybody with her ult, by the way. She cannot heal any other way unless that other person is standing within the radius of her skill. So she has to waste 10 seconds to be able to heal somebody, and she doesn't even fully heal them. What? That's the thing that makes me like angry is that she is marketed as being a healer that can like deal damage, right? She is marketed as being a healer, a 5-star healer, a premium healer. And she loses to Barbara. Barbara's skill can heal more. Barbara's skill is exactly the same as Kokomi's ult. And it heals more and it's her skill. Barbara's ult is a burst heal that lasts 3 seconds and it fully heals everybody. And that's all you have to do. Not to mention the fact that Barbara at C6, by the way, she can revive somebody. At C6, Barbara can revive somebody. Kokomi cannot even do that. And she's a 5-star. Barbara is a free... Barbara is a free 4-star character that everybody has access to. And she does better than Kokomi that is a premium 5-star. That's what makes me upset. Kokomi is supposed to be a healer. She's marketed as being a healer. The entire floor 11 is built around the fact that Kokomi is a healer. And she doesn't even heal well. Barbara is literally better in every single way. You can build Barbara as DPS and she does basically the exact same thing as Kokomi. So like I was saying earlier, you can use her as like a budget child. Technically you can use Barbara in that exact same way. It's not going to do as well. So it's like, okay, a child is better than her, so you use her in a freeze comp. If you have Mona, who is a 5-star character in the standard pool, you're most likely going to have Mona just pulling for other characters than to just go for Kokomi. And in that sense, Mona is better. Like a very popular team comp right now is with Ganyu, using Mona, Ganyu, Diona. That is a popular team. You can technically put Kokomi on that team, but you're going to have way less damage than what Mona could ever do. So what niche does Kokomi have? The entire point of Kokomi is that she was going to be a niche character. What even is her niche? Barbara, a 4-star character, does better than her. In a freeze team, Mona does better. She's worse than Child. What is Kokomi? And I hate to be like a downer on a new character, but the thing is, Kokomi has so much potential. Kokomi, like, obviously she was never going to be a good character because they limited her crit rate, but you could have done something else with that. Kokomi has such a good design. I hate trashing on a character because somebody had to design that character. Somebody put the work to design the character, somebody put in the work to animate the character, somebody put in the work to create the kit of this character, and then miHoYo just said, you know, let's just make her bad. We're gonna make her character bad in like the art conquest and everything, because like honestly she was kind of dumb, which I know I'm not the only one that shares his opinion. People also think that. They're like, we got help from this random person, this random group of people, we're just gonna trust them. We're losing in a war right now, but we're just gonna trust them. In what world is that smart? In what world? Master tactician over here. And she's just gonna trust some random person for food. Okay, Kokomi. So they made her character like not that good. And then as a unit, they make her one of the worst characters I've ever had. I don't understand. Who at miHoYo just hates Kokomi? Honestly. Like, what I'm wondering is, did all of the effort to balance characters go into Raiden and Sara? And then you put in Kokomi right at the end, and then you didn't really do anything about her? Because if that's the case, first of all, Raiden is not even like amazing on her own. And neither is Sara. So you put 3 characters, and then neither of them are like balanced well. So can you not just handle 3 characters in one update? In which case, don't do that. Don't have 3 characters in one update if you cannot properly balance them. Like, even with Ayaka and Yoimiya, you had 2 characters. Ayaka is absolutely ridiculous, and Yoimiya was pretty much just thrown to the side. We're seeing the same thing with Kokomi. Like, if I'm going to be able to compare your 5-star premium character to a 4-star that we get for free, she's a budget Barbara, but she costs way more than a Barbara, so it doesn't make any sense. Like, a budget character implies that they are a 4-star to a 5-star. Like, the budget version of Kazuha is Sucrose. Sucrose is our budget Kazuha. The budget to Zhongli right now is Diona, and hopefully in the future, spoiler alert, Toma, hopefully he is going to be a budget version of Zhongli. Now I do look at leaks. I do look at leaks and I see the character. With Kokomi, I knew she was going to be bad, but I never judge a character until I make these videos. I play their test run, and that's when I judge the character. I put everything off to the side and I just judge the character based on how I see them right here. I went into this thinking that Kokomi was going to be bad, and I left thinking that Kokomi is one of the worst characters I've ever had. And that sucks. That really sucks. Like, sorry to all the Kokomi fans. Like, if you're going to pull for her anyway, more power to you. I'm not going to stop you. Like, in all honesty, I would want you to see. I want you to see you do that. Because that means you're loyal to a character. And that's basically what I did with Zhongli. Like, when he first released, he was awful. He was one of the worst characters in the game. I still pulled for him. I still wanted him. I still wanted to use him. He ended up getting buffed, which I don't see happening with Kokomi. If it didn't happen with Yoimiya, it's not going to happen with Kokomi. So she's probably going to stay as one of the worst characters. And a failed experiment. which makes me sad because then are we going to see like less diversity, less creativity with newer characters? I hope not. Oh, and by the way, I know that Kokomi's banner right now looks really good. Xingqiu, Beidou, and Rosaria. Xingqiu is one of the best 4-stars in the game. Beidou is one of the best 4-stars in the game. Rosaria, not like the best 4-star in the game, but she's still really good. I know her banner characters are good, the 4-star characters are good, but do not summon for those characters if you do not want Kokomi. I know you think you have 14 pity, you think you're not going to pull that character, don't even try. Do not do it. It's not worth it. You can get spooked at any time. You can get spooked by a Kokomi, you can get spooked by an off-banner 5-star. It's not worth it. Just wait until those characters get rerun, and you're going to have a much better time. Because Kokomi is not worth your effort. Kokomi is like the one character that I think that like trying to summon for her actively hurts your account. Because she does absolutely nothing. She has nothing going for her. And that's so sad. I'm sorry to the Kokomi fans, but that's just how it's going to be. So if you enjoyed the video, hope you're having a fantastic day, because I know that for sure Kokomi's not. Like and subscribe if you want. I would really appreciate it. Tickle my bell if you want, and I will see you in the next one.
Bye-bye.